That was a weak ass clap. Hey y'all, this is the Heard You Sis podcast. I'm Kils.
I am Dany.
I'm Jared. What's going on?
Hey, we got a special guest today.
Yes, we have a special guest, Jared, from, I guess, New Jersey?
Yeah, Severn, New Jersey.
Okay.
Shoot New Jersey up. Let me stop.
Chill on Jersey. Don't do that. Chill on Jersey.
Yo,
Anyway.
why would he say that though? That was
Okay.
mad funny.
I
Anyway, go
think
ahead.
niggas tried to rob him. I think niggas tried to rob him.
That's a reason to want to shoot New Jersey.
Either in Newark or Elizabeth, something like that. Niggas tried to rob Chief Keef.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Something to that degree.
So if you guys haven't already, stop what you're doing. Like, share, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, do all those great things. Yes, we're still on the road to get our followers to 100 on YouTube. Yeah, it sounds like a little bit to y'all, but it's a lot to us. So, yes. Anyway, how was your week, Jared?
The week was cool. It was just getting back to work. I just got back from vacation, so it was just catching up on emails.
Where you went?
I was in Trinidad for a little bit.
Oh, you was pelting waist?
Something like that.
Oh, all right.
Nah, I had to show him the waist a little bit down there.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Yeah. From what I've seen, he came back before Carnival was over.
Oh.
And that was such a disheartening moment for me.
Nah, I couldn't.
He
I
was
couldn't stay.
getting content though.
I couldn't stay down there for the extra. Would have been like 3 days. I was already down there for 12 days, so I was.
You got family out there?
Yeah, both of my parents are from there.
What?
Can I?
Go ahead.
So, I've seen on your Twitter that that one of your family
I knew
members,
this was coming.
Is what?
one of his family members, ingested some shrooms. Not gonna say the person who it was.
I'll
Okay.
tell the story in a second. Nah, so me and my brother, we flew down there with the shroom chocolate bars.
All right.
So I had mine in the freezer. So did my brother, but mine was in like a gold wrapper. It was like presented really nicely. My brother had his in like tinfoil.
Oh, all right.
So unbeknownst to me, my mom had bought chocolate in general, right? So I guess for some reason he thought that was a part of the chocolate that she bought and just went and ate it in the freezer. So also, this is my father I'm talking about. That's who he is, my father. So the shroom chocolate bar comes in 12 pieces.
Yeah.
So it's like 6
I done
grams,
that.
right? So it's like a 0.5 per bar or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, so my man ate 9 pieces. So he,
I've been there before, but go ahead.
Right. So my man ate 9 pieces unknowingly. You know what I mean? So I don't know this though. Me and my brother, we out at some fat.
So just to reiterate,
Yeah.
the person who ate these chocolate pieces was your dad.
It was my father. Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
So the next day, I go in the freezer and I'm like, who the hell ate 9 pieces of that chocolate and why? So the only person I could think of was my brother. So I don't see him for a couple hours. So I press him. He's like, well, why would I do that? I have my own chocolate. And a light bulb just went off. I was like, no. Because I found like my dad was acting kind of strange, but I ain't saying nothing. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't saying nothing. Yo,
not acting kind of strange.
Bro was acting kind of strange like
Okay.
throughout the day. Because understand, he ate the shit at night. So he was tripping well into the next day. Right? But I'm not noticing nothing, and I'm kind of groggy and drunk from last night, so I'm not even really paying him no mind. I'm thinking whatever.
Surprised he didn't eat the whole bar.
So when I put the shit together, because peep how it happened. So eventually my brother came back, and I'm next door kicking it with the neighbors, we smoking or whatever. So when he sat down, I pressed him. I'm like, yo, why would you do that? And then he goes, what? I didn't do that. And I'm like, wait. And he was like, yo, Dad was acting funny. We looked at each other. And,
So y'all both thought he was acting funny.
Bro, we both like literally
Did you tell your dad?
We hopped out of the chair and ran next door. He's in the living room with my mom. And we like, yo, please tell me you didn't eat that chocolate in the fridge.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Nah, understand, like we hopped over a fence, like ran over there type shit. So my mom started cracking up. And this nigga looking at me like, nah. And I'm like, bro. He's like, that's why I felt funny yesterday. But he said that in Trini, so it was a lot funnier.
So he's done it before?
Hell no, my dad don't do drugs. He don't even like the smell of weed.
This is why I'm like, yo, I would have.
But how he didn't know? Because I don't know. When I'm on shrooms, I feel good.
Nah,
but
he
you don't
knew.
feel
All right,
off.
so
I don't feel, well,
Yo.
you'll feel off if you didn't know what it was.
So we've all done shrooms here, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So listen to this. This is a man that has never done drugs in his life, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's explaining to me what he's going through, and he's like, yo, I couldn't feel my arms. A homie did something like this. He kind of like hunched over. And then bro was telling me he thought he was a werewolf. And no funny shit, in the middle of the night, I hear somebody growling, but I'm thinking it's like a dog. Because, yo, understand how Trinidad is. It's dogs everywhere, like stray dogs, all that. You know
I
what
love
I mean?
stray dogs in other
roosters
countries.
and shit. So it's all type of noise at night. Like, you really hear wildlife at night in Trinidad.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm not thinking it's my dad in there making werewolf noises.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, I'm on the floor crying. Because my mother is like, yo, we was going to take him to the hospital and all
She
that.
probably thought he was being on some whole other shit.
Nah,
like,
eventually, my mom was cold. You tripping. She went to sleep on that nigga.
damn.
Tripping. She was looking at him like, nah, you're not about to keep me up.
It's time for you to go to bed.
Literally left him to think he was a werewolf. And then he was telling me about all the colors he was seeing.
I do be seeing colors.
You see colors.
I do see
He
colors.
said
Never
it-
felt like I was somebody else or something else.
Yeah.
But I be seeing colors and shit.
Bro said he
Yeah.
thought every time he closed his eyes, he was about to die. He thought something was chasing him. Me and my brother are just crying, laughing.
So did it last him the next day? Because I've never had a trip that lasts me the next day.
It's not supposed
like when
to.
I go to sleep, that's it.
It's supposed to be 8 hours.
Understand
8?
the time he took
Shit, I
it.
be lasting like 5 and I'll be done.
Check, right? So he took it somewhere between like 10 o'clock and midnight, somewhere around then. It's a 60-year-old man, so usually he'd be asleep. Probably would have tried to have gone to sleep at around like 1 o'clock. So he's up all night in full trip because the shit don't kick in for about a half
you
hour.
can't really
2
go
hours.
to sleep.
Yeah, the shit don't really kick
I
in
can
for.
sleep.
She did that.
I don't. Let me tell you
won't
something.
trip.
She did that.
I don't know what it is.
I can't
I don't
sleep
know
on
if I
up.
have a maybe I'm somehow narcoleptic or something. But I legit could go to sleep on anything.
I can't.
Besides, I'm not even gonna get into the list of things, but I'm just saying I could go to sleep.
What's
I can
wrong
go
with
to
full
sleep.
disclosure?
Huh?
You don't want to disclose the other things you've tried?
We'll speak about that another time. But I'm just saying, I've tried a few things in my life, and I'm just saying,
Well,
I've been able to go to sleep on shit.
From
I
experience.
haven't really been able to go to sleep on shrooms. If I go to sleep on shrooms, it's because I'm coming down from my trip. But you usually don't fall asleep because you're up, you're excited, you're happy, you're enjoying your time.
I guess the last time I did it, I microdosed, and I was just like in a good chill
just be
ass
in a
mood.
good,
I was
chill
chilling,
mood.
and then I kind of low key watched a little bit of the Tyree Nichols video, and my heart was hurting the rest of the night. I was like, "Please let me go to sleep." Like that was the only
Why would you
time.
do that?
I
You
would
don't
never
watch.
do
You don't
that.
watch
You don't
that
watch
stuff
stuff
on
like that,
shrooms.
yeah.
First of all, I didn't.
Was that on
you know,
purpose? Or did it
Yeah,
just kind
because
of?
you know when
it kinda
on
just-
Instagram they tell you, "Do you want to see the video?" And I clicked see the video. Yeah, and my heart, like the first hit, I was like, "Oh my god," scrolling past it, and then I ended up watching a
engage
movie.
in that. I have stopped engaging in those things.
Yeah, I seen that video.
It's too disheartening.
But back to
accident.
Trinidad. Let's
Trinidad,
go back.
word,
Yeah.
yeah.
So did you enjoy your time though?
Oh yeah, I mean that was like a highlight of the trip. Though I'm not gonna hold you. My dad taking shrooms by accident. That
Will he do it again? Did you ask him?
He's soft. He ain't gonna do that again. That's not.
Of
his
course.
thing. It's not.
Not
his thing.
knowingly.
But
I
so
want to get my mom to do something. A little weed, something.
My mother
my mom
would
hit the weed.
never.
Your mom would.
Yeah,
my dad used to hit the
I've
weed
got
back
my
in the
mom to hit
day.
the weed.
Like pictures, you'll see him in pictures. He looked mad high. Like he looked zooted. But other than that, anyway, let's get into you though.
But oh my fault, not to cut you off. But as far as Trinidad goes, we really went down there for a family reunion on my father's side. My
Okay.
grandmother, well, she didn't organize it. They kind of surprised her with it. But my aunt, she kind of organized it, got everybody together on that side, and that was the first time I was meeting people I never even met before. So that
I
was
like
cool.
me a good family reunion with good
That's
food.
dope.
Yeah, that was cool. And
You went to
then-
a curry queue out there?
Nah. Wait, what?
Just asking.
That was a
I
curry
never
queue.
heard of a curry queue. What
I don't
is
know.
wrong with you?
I ate a lot of curry down there, but I ain't go to a curry queue specifically. She talking about?
They be having that. They be having it in America though. It'd be like,
Yeah,
like
that's
Trinidadians be throwing it.
That
I
sounded
never
like
heard of that in my life.
Yeah,
This
they
is
be
the
having
first
curry
time.
crab legs and
I'm with it.
curry chicken, all
curry
kinds of curry.
queue.
Yo,
Wow,
Pete,
that's
so
the first.
I went to a fete. Speaking of that, I went to a fete in Trinidad because I ended up staying at the Hyatt for a little bit. 'Cause usually I stay at my grandmother's house, but my dad was like, let's switch it up. So we stayed at the Hyatt, and they threw a fete at the Hyatt called like the Lime Party or whatever. Yo, when I tell you food, it was shit like that, like curry crab. I had some lobster roti. I ate duck, all type of shit.
I heard curry duck that'll turn your insides inside out.
I mean, I had a little bit of that.
Oh, okay.
I had a little bit of that. And Pete, my father, he's a funny dude, bro. So he gives me like this pill. He was like, yo, check. You're gonna try and eat a lot of stuff. And I know you're staying within the hotel or whatever, but it's this little pill that like help like prevent diarrhea type shit.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's like, yo, you wearing white pants, like, you know what I mean? Like,
damn, you might.
You know what I mean? He was like, yo, I've seen people have little accidents out here thinking they real talk, thinking they can just drink and eat wild curry and jerk chicken with wild pepper sauce, and you wearing white pants. Might poot a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
I'm gonna be honest though.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's crazy because that happened to my mom and my sister. She went to like I think it was a Guyanese wedding or something. No, she was Trinidadian. Rest in peace to the person. But she went to their wedding, and my mom and my sister had curry duck. The next day, their stomachs were in.
You think it's the goat? You think it's the duck?
We eat.
Let me tell you.
But we eat curry chicken. We eat curry
let me tell you what it is.
Duck is a different type of meat.
No, fuck that. What y'all don't understand about.
How you gonna tell me what my mom told me they had?
No, I'm telling you. I'm not telling you what she had. I'm telling you what the reasoning might really be. First of all, curry is not some shit you could just be having out like that. That's one. Like, curry has a small shelf life, and that shit could go bad. You don't even know it went bad, and it will fuck your stomach up. Like, curry's not some shit to play with.
That's a fact.
So,
that's
like,
true.
That's a big fact.
If, say, you add, they done cooked the food, they done had it on the burners, and then you eat, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's been out for a little while. Like, shit be happening with curry or whatever. It could be a funny kind of thing or whatever. So, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that your mom, what she had or what she didn't have. I'm just saying, like, curry could be funny, like.
Jerk is like that too, though.
But
you think so?
It is like that.
I could eat some jerk,
but you can't.
Yo,
if
they
you
was
had
trying
jerk
to hurt
out
people with the pepper. Like,
they be having too much pepper sauce, all that other shit.
They was trying to hurt people with some of the pepper on some of them. So they had 3 different type of wontons: the crab, shrimp, and cream cheese. And they had like this dip to go with it, but they had already put it on the joint. And I'm like, yo, why is this shit? I'm talking like your upper lip sweating type spicy.
I don't like that type of shit.
So you got to be careful with that. You got to be careful with which vendor. But like,
okay,
like they had
Trinidad,
the Henny White joint.
We going to Trinidad Carnival
next year.
Nah, yo, I'm telling you,
we're
just
going next
holla
year.
at me and I'll tell y'all what fete to go to and all that. You gotta do it right.
So definitely, we'll definitely holler at you. We'll definitely be staying somewhere.
Because it's really about the week before.
Because
not a decent caliber.
No, because last time we were supposed to go this year, we couldn't go because first of all, the airfare was out of line by the time we were booking.
It's like $3,000. Like, y'all niggas is wilding.
The airfare was out of line. Not only was the airfare out of line, the Airbnbs were even worse. Like, it's just like, what did you expect? You expected me to sleep on the couch?
What you was about to say?
Nah, so check. She was saying about how like she was disappointed I didn't stay until like the 22nd. Yo, it was $1,500 to go home that day. For a one way.
How much was your flight to go the week before? And how
what was it? It was like 600 going down or 560 going down, 600 coming back.
Whew.
What the fuck?
Yeah, we gonna have to book this like June.
And that was what like that was buying
a
the ticket in January type shit. I think January, December.
Oh yeah, you played way too much. You played way too much. We're not talking about that late. Yeah,
I got my passport the day before, bro. Like,
that's what happened with me when I went to Panama.
It was that type of vibe. Like,
no, the day before you booked your flight or the day before you?
No, the day before I got on the flight.
Oh yeah, I've done that before. I
didn't like the anxiety that I had with it. It was like, am I gonna make it? Am I gonna be able to get off work in time? Or am I calling out? It was just like
they make
mad
it seem very strict, but it's really not that shit. It's really not that
it was really light. She's right. They try to make it seem like it was a thing.
Let me tell you something. I was in there for 30
30
minutes tops. No funny shit.
Nah, I was there for about 4 or 5 hours. I was pissed off.
Do you have to get a brand new or not a renewal?
I had to get a brand new joint. I was renewing my passport basically, but they gave me a whole new passport book and all that.
I'm saying,
you get a new passport book when you renew your passport. So did you have your old passport?
No, I didn't have it.
That's why you took so long. Cause I had my old passport.
Like
whatever.
I retook the picture and all that. And
You have to retake your picture. You have to retake your picture.
FedEx partnered with somebody.
My shit look like a fucking
mugshot. I know
exactly
what you're talking about. But this is you. So you didn't come to New York City and do it?
Nah, I took my picture in
Oh no.
Oh, to get the actual thing renewed, yeah, I had to go to Hudson Street.
Yeah.
That shit is right over there.
Yeah.
My dad was like, "You're not gonna find parking." Skirt right in the front. Hello, got right on that line. I was good to go.
The earlier you go, the easier it is.
I went at like 12.
Bro, I went at 12, and I ain't ended up leaving there till like 6:30, bro.
Whoa,
They told me
I
never took that long for mine.
So I got there at 12, went through the little process. I left there at like 1 something. They was like, "Yo, come back before 5 o'clock. It should be done."
Oh, you had the same day service.
Yeah,
because
so
he needed it for next day. That's different.
Oh yeah, I had 2 days.
Son, I was flying out 7 o'clock the next morning.
So he
Like,
needed it.
This was like a real like buzzer beater.
Last minute.
All right, no, for real. Let's get into this.
Yeah.
So first of all, what's your boxing name?
Oh, boxing. I do Muay Thai. Start with that. I don't box. It's a distinction.
Okay, I was gonna ask you, what is your fighting style? So your fighting style is Muay Thai.
So I fight. I compete in Muay Thai.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's I guess in America they would say kickboxing, but Muay Thai kickboxing. So it's elbows, it's knees, it's punches, it's kicks.
Okay, so very brutal.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Okay.
What made you want to get into that?
Martial arts is something I did my entire life. I did Taekwondo as a kid. I used to compete all around the country. I had a 3rd-degree black belt in Taekwondo, so I was pretty good at that. Did that till I was about 17. Went away to college. Y'all know where I went to school at, when nobody really doing martial arts there, nothing like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Hey, yo, I'm dead.
I would've
Definitely wasn't doing no martial arts.
And I didn't really think to venture out and try to find like a MMA gym down there, nothing like that. It was hard enough just going to school, you feel me?
Yeah, that's true.
So
Do you feel like that keeps you disciplined or something? Like,
absolutely, I wish I would have had the wherewithal to like know what was up and do it.
Continued on.
It kept going, because it probably would have been beneficial for school. Kept me in a routine.
Got you.
Okay.
So I was just down there doing anything. I remember them first couple of years of school. Niggas was down there doing whatever. Bro.
Nah, that is true.
That's true.
That is a fact. But like, would you venture out into any other fighting styles? Is it easy to get into other fighting styles while doing Muay Thai?
I mean, I go to an MMA gym in general. So like,
Okay.
I've rolled, I've done jiu-jitsu, I've wrestled. You know what I mean? Like I box a lot. Boxing is a part of Muay Thai. So like, y'all follow me on Instagram. Y'all see I box a lot, for real. Like I grew
That's
up a
why I
kicker.
was under the impression that you were a boxer.
Now I grew up a
okay.
kicker, so I don't. Not that I don't have to work on my kicks, but like now it's really
I mean, I
about
seen this
focusing
video
on the
you
hands.
did. You know, you was out here. You, know,
Appreciate it.
you was out here.
He was kicking niggas. Nah, yeah.
It's crazy.
You know what they remind me of? What's that? Hiya, chop. A mambo. It's from a movie.
I don't know. What movie is that?
I can't. Or a commercial. No. Video. I can't remember. It was like I think it was like Jay-Z or something like that. We'll throw it in.
Was it like Nick Cannon? I feel like
See, I know-
Yes,
I know a
like
lot
it
of
was
Hollywood works.
that was fucking Love Don't Cost a Thing.
Oh yeah, there we
Oh
go.
shit!
But then you was acting like you didn't know what I was talking about
Wait.
just now.
No, you said
You
the
had this- you
mambo.
had-
He ain't say
yeah,
nothing like
word.
that. Like
And then
he
you
just
said
when you
Hov
did
at first, too.
that's when I knew. Other than that was it.
Yo, that was a part of
He said something
He
like
did a
that.
little. When you did a couple moves that I was
Or
like,
maybe
all
he
right,
said, yes,
look.
he did do mambo. All right,
Yo,
watch.
but wait, how was that just stuck in your memory? The Nick Cannon dance routine
Because you-
from
because
Love
you
Don't
said you-
Cost a
I just
Thing.
thought-
Because there was a time on Instagram when niggas, you know, it's like they don't let nothing get old anymore. Like everything is a resurgence, and I don't know if it's because I'm getting old, but they brought that shit back up, and people was doing the dance and shit like that, and they was remixing it, and I was like, oh, all right.
Well, it's the anniversary. It's the anniversary of something every day, bro.
And by the way, I hate that fucking movie. Hate it.
Yes,
Hate
it goes
it.
hiya, chop,
That's
chop,
a
na
classic.
mambo.
Steve
yes.
Harvey, Christina Milian. That's it.
It's the first thing that pops up.
I
Love Don't
forgot
Cost.
Steve
That's a
Harvey was in
classic.
that shit. I really don't like that movie.
I don't. But you know what? He was in mad little random movies though.
Who?
Nick Cannon.
Anyway,
So
did you have to change your diet when you started?
Absolutely.
so
Like, what's that like? All that
Yeah.
curry, was that good for you or no? Those were cheat days.
Everything in moderation, right?
Yeah.
So you got to know your body also. You know what I mean? Certain niggas could eat whatever the fuck they want and still cut weight, which is insane to me. People like myself, I have to like really hone in on my diet like the last like 6 weeks leading up to it. Just to
Would
make
you
sure
get
that I'm
big or
good.
something? Like when you say
Not so much I'll get big, but like I'm not gonna lose the weight neither. I'm gonna just be where I'm at. You know what I mean? And I did get kind of big at one point. I never want to see myself with a little gut again. She had jokes. I ain't like them.
Oh.
Yeah, I ain't like those.
I like a little something.
I realize
like
that men
those.
don't like fat jokes. If they get a little chubby, they don't like
Any
them.
nigga I fuck with, I'm calling them fat if they got a little something.
Nah,
Be
my
nice.
pops
You don't like somebody
violated
call
me.
you fat.
I'm like, yo, your stomach getting a little crazy.
If
You
somebody
think
did that to you.
so?
Exactly. You see,
And that's
I
it. But I'm not
ain't-
gonna be tight about it. Like, you know,
I
like
wasn't with that. My pops violated me on camera, son. Like we do this thing for Christmas, we record, whatever, opening gifts.
My dad be doing that
Bro
too.
gonna go, oh, you looking like your Uncle Lloyd. And my Uncle Lloyd is like 70-something. With
Pregnant.
The scent, yeah.
he
You know what I'm
pregnant.
saying?
Yeah,
Like,
he's 6 months.
I'm like, bro, you just said I look like who? And
Damn,
then
that's not fair.
and then
It
she
depends
followed
on
up.
the
She
type
thought it
of
was
gut
funny. So
that
it's
you
just
have though. Is it like a
a skinny gut is never it though. Under no
that is true?
circumstances.
Because
it-
I be looking like a little roach.
You know
with that
what kind of
stomach,
gut
you
is
know?
kind of cute though. I'm not gonna lie, like the drug dealer gut.
It's a ball of gut, baby.
Yeah, the ball of gut.
Little ball of gut. I'm
It's-
cool
'cause
with.
I don't know, because the ball of gut, it's not like they got like a lot of. They got like muscles up here, and then they got little.
Yeah,
it's
you
like,
know what I'm saying? Just come out just a little bit.
And it's a nice. It's actually pretty nice. But
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's levels to the gut.
it's levels.
It's levels to the gut. I done
Yeah.
seen
Now,
like
if
we
if
said
the gut got
6
some movement,
months.
I don't know if I like the movement of the gut. Like if
It
you
gotta be a solid gut.
it gotta be a solid gut. Like
Giving
if-
head and it hit you in your head, in your forehead or
Ooh,
something.
you gotta-
Nah, the gut with skinny arms though is never a thing. You gotta have big arms too if you're gonna have a gut. So my
Yeah, I
arms
think
not really
so.
big like that. So
Okay,
like
I see what you- I
the
see
gut
what you
really
mean.
stand out. You know what I mean? You can't.
Okay.
It was given, baby.
It was given like I'm sipping lean or something.
I got you. I know what you're
I know
talking
exactly.
about.
I don't even
Yeah, I
do
know
them
what you're
type of
talking about.
drugs. Like,
Exactly. So
So, like, do you have a trainer? Like
in
a
terms-
set trainer,
for
like
personal
fights?
fitness or
Yeah.
something like. Well, not my coach.
it's a coach.
Yeah, shout out to my
Okay.
coach, James Mills. He runs the gym out in Jersey, Driven Gym. Pull up if you're trying to learn something.
I like that.
But yeah, he's the man. Like he gave me an opportunity. I met dude like 5 or 6 years ago, and he just gave me a chance. Like he used to run the gym with somebody else, well, whose name I won't say, but they kind of fell out. And bro used to make a lot of decisions, the other dude, and he was kind of keeping me back. So when he left,
So, what
James
made
gave
you
me a
start it
chance.
back up again? Like, did you have like
what had happened, man?
like did something?
Nah, something did
happen to you?
Yeah,
Like,
something definitely
okay.
happened to me. So
Nobody just wakes up and want to work out. Let me stop. I'm just kidding.
nah, something definitely
All right,
happened to
go
me.
ahead.
So I want to say when I was like 21, turning 22, and I got really sick, and that shit put me on the shelf for like a good 6-7 months. I had a heart condition,
Really?
so I spent a week in the hospital behind it, whatever. And it was. I never had any signs of heart trouble. I'm mad young. I was 21. I'm like, what, a heart condition? Like that shit blew mine. So
It's
whatever.
more common than you actually think.
Very common.
yeah,
Like
and
heart
young people,
murmurs and
but-
stuff like that.
Very
that
common.
shit never was even in my thought. I was always pretty healthy. The most drugs I had ever did at the time was like weed and a little bit of Molly. So I wasn't like out here, you know what I'm saying? Like, so long story short, I needed to get back in shape and do something to keep my heart healthy. And I'm not really into lifting weights and all that. So I was like, fuck it, we back to martial arts.
Yeah.
So after I got off the heart meds and I was able to go 100%, I picked up Muay Thai. And I wasn't taking it seriously in terms of like wanting to fight. It was just more so, yo, I'm gonna go here 3 days a week to make sure that I stay alive, basically. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So that's how it started out. And
Out of
then-
necessity.
Yeah, sort of out of
Okay.
necessity. And then I don't know, not that I lost interest, but it's hard to keep up with shit like that. You working, and then, you know what I mean?
That's a fact.
Niggas is young, I'm drinking every other day type shit, so that shit don't really mix. So,
Can you drink now?
yeah, I mean, I can, like I said, everything in moderation.
Okay.
Everything in moderation,
Okay.
right?
You can't get pissy.
Nah, I can't do what I did on vacation.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so when you're drinking, so before a fight, like how long do you said 6 weeks is when you stop drinking before you do a fight?
Nah, not even. So like my last fight, I want to say I got the news in like late August, early September. So I was like 7 weeks out. So as soon as I got the news, I stopped. So like 7 weeks, no drinking, no miling out. Like I smoke weed every day, bro. That's not. I got high before the fight, my nigga. Like,
Really? That
Oh,
doesn't
wow.
like.
I'm not even gonna hold you. That shit don't even bother. Not like right before the fight, but like on the way to the venue, smoked in the whip. I was relaxed. Took me a little nap. I woke up. I put him to sleep, and then I went on about my business.
But my question is, okay, when you do that, they don't have like any regulations or anything like that?
I mean, people not really testing for weed, and I'm an amateur also, right? So niggas not really getting drug tested. You just gotta hope the man standing across from you isn't on steroids. Straight up. Once you become a professional, that's when niggas start drug testing you. And yeah, I'm gonna put to bed this little myth about niggas' hands being licensed. Niggas run around, they took a couple boxing classes, and now niggas' hands is licensed. So I'm licensed to fight in the state of New York type shit. Like that, my hand's not licensed, so to speak. I'm not like technically, if you want to say like, oh, I'm a lethal weapon, whatever, because I know something. But like niggas take a couple boxing classes. Yo, my hands, no, they not, bro. You never had to fight. Like,
so
you get licensed state by state.
Okay.
To fight, you know what I mean?
So once you get licensed in that state, that means your hands are now licensed.
Yeah, basically.
But
a nigga could be whack, you know what I'm saying? He just licensed to fight, bro. Like, that's all that
all
is.
right, so you're licensed
is.
to fight, not your hands necessarily.
Yeah, it's not like the niggas make that sound like it's like a real, like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, my hands is licensed, but look his record up. He on 4.
But I'm saying,
because I ain't gonna hold you.
Like,
when you think about it, it's a lot of like actual boxers that be beating on their shorties. And like that's never go to jail for like shit like that. Like
that's not it. Like, but
no, I'm not saying that's okay.
Yeah,
I just want y'all to know. I do not condone domestic violence.
Not it.
I'm just saying
that. I know.
Like, if it was really licensed, I would think that would hold some type of weight. Like, you know.
Well, it depends on where it's happening, right? Like,
so if you was to, this here's a question because I'm still a little confused. So I want to just get a little clarity before we move on.
Talk to me.
So say if you get in a fight with somebody in the state of New York and you knock them out, are your hands licensed for beating them up?
Technically, I'm licensed to fight in the state. So like if I beat a nigga up in the street in New York and I get hemmed up by the cops after and niggas bring that up, then yeah, the charges might be a little bit heftier in terms of the assault.
Okay. But like say if you do it in New Jersey,
I beat a nigga up in Jersey, a nigga just got beat up.
Okay. Cool. Got you.
I've never fought in New Jersey before.
Gotcha.
Okay.
But also you have to get caught too. Who sticks around after being sun up? Like, arrest me. Like,
no, I get that. I get it. I just want to.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Take me to jail now. Beat dude up. Get up out of there. Like a lot of shit that happens like that too, right? So let's say a boxer beat up on this girl. What state did that happen in? Is he licensed to fight in that state?
Okay, this is making sense.
Like,
this is where I'm going with this.
Okay, this is making sense.
I gotta fact check that too to make sure I'm saying the right thing too. But I'm pretty sure that would be how that works. Like, I mean, a lot of niggas don't live in the state that they fight in.
Okay.
That makes sense.
We could look that up.
But yeah, I looked that up to fact check it because this is gonna be out there and a nigga Kabash is gonna be like, he don't know what the fuck he talking about. But I'm pretty sure that's
don't
how.
quote him,
yeah,
y'all.
but I'm pretty sure that's how that.
These are just hypotheticals.
Hypothetical facts.
But I wasn't joking before about that whole your hands being licensed shit and you telling somebody your hands is licensed and you probably like 1 in 5 as a fighter. Like, stop doing that.
Yeah.
Not even nice. Don't do that.
Basically, you're not nice.
Yeah, don't do that.
Your hands may be licensed, but they don't work like they do.
Yeah, don't do that, bro. You take boxing classes. That's it. Be humble. You had a couple fights, maybe. Just don't walk around like that.
But
so, who would you say is your favorite boxer?
My favorite boxer growing up was definitely Roy Jones Jr. No question.
Okay,
Like,
he was in mad music videos too.
Roy Jones was that nigga growing up.
He was. What was that video he was in with the brat? When he like me on top.
He was in that video?
What's that one on the beach? What's the one on the beach? Was that the one?
Man, that could have been any early 2000s.
Come on, you know the brat didn't have a bikini on in every video.
Killer.
She had like
you asking the wrong person.
Maybe I'm asking the wrong people. It's too
Nah, I can't think of a.
You know what I'm talking about?
That's that.
Come on, you don't know what I'm talking about?
No.
Nobody knows.
What the fuck? Where was y'all at?
Hold on.
Maybe
Yo, we have smartphones. Just be quick about it.
You at?
It don't matter.
People probably know. It's
hold
just that we're in a room full of people who just do not know at this moment. I'm so sorry. What did you say? Sorry to that girl.
That is crazy. But I'm a music video person.
Like, she's a person.
Yeah, we over here lacking. You was watching the top 10 countdowns and all that?
I was.
She definitely
was. On New Year's Eve, BT, top 50, top 100. I was watching that.
Y'all remember when they used to do like a rapper's favorite like top 25 videos on BET? Like they'll pick a rapper that week and he'll...
Yeah, on the weekend though. Like on a Saturday.
It'll be like a Saturday.
Talk to me.
I know. I remember they had Lil Wayne on there one time. It was on MTV.
I remember Ludacris's
I
episode
BET.
specifically for some reason.
I'm going to check, but I think it might have been MTV or VH1.
Doing that? No, they had, those were like, VH1 used to have like countdowns. It'd be like, top whatever shows or best one-hit wonders.
No, but I'm saying I remember
top
there
100
was
videos of the
I
90s and shit like
actually
that.
be
I
wrong.
used to
but
love that shit.
I could be wrong, but I'm gonna do my fact checking on that because that's what we don't want to put no artificial facts out here nowadays.
All right, but why was he your favorite boxer though?
He was the flair. You know what I mean? He was lightning fast. I like how he talks shit. You know what I mean? Talking shit is a big thing to me. Like how you talk shit. You can't be up there corny. You know what I mean? Like he knew how to talk. He was on his Muhammad Ali shit. Like and he nasty left hook. Like Roy Jones, he was that nigga.
Isn't that who?
Why
Mike
is that
Tyson
a thing
fought, right?
though?
No.
Who did Mike Tyson?
Different weight classes.
Who?
Mike Tyson was a heavyweight his whole career.
Okay, so who did Roy Jones Jr. fight? Like that was like a
That
huge
was like
thing.
probably Antonio Tarver, Bernard Hopkins.
Didn't he get knocked out?
Yeah, even Roy Jones was forced to lean back. He went to go see. Fat Joe tells a story about how Roy came to go see him over that. Like that was like they had static over that. Roy came up dolo to go see him, and this is Roy Jones walking up to you.
Why though?
Because he got knocked out.
Because Fat Joe, like they supposed to be cool, and even Roy Jones was forced to lean back, and that's one of the biggest songs in the country at the time.
Oh, the line in the song.
Yeah, the line in the song. Picture you Roy Jones Jr. in 2004, and everywhere you go, you hearing that line, bro.
That I ain't going.
That was one of the biggest songs. That was one of the biggest songs of the year.
Back.
Yeah,
No. That was even Roy Jones was forced to lean back. That's on the I got 100 guns, 100 clips.
Oh, that is true.
York. Like that was one of the biggest songs of that year, bro. So every time Roy Jones go outside, he in the club trying to have fun, and he got to hear that.
So he got knocked out.
He got knocked out. He got knocked out by
I don't remember.
Antonio
I'm trying to remember why it was so pivotal.
Antonio Tarver knocked him out.
No, his name was big because he was a big fighter at that time.
I know he was a big fighter, but I'm not gonna lie. Like I heard something about him. Like I just don't remember what it was. Like
I mean, we was young when that happened too, right? By the time Roy got knocked out and fell out of his prime, niggas was like what, 6th grade? You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. We was definitely young as hell.
We didn't really grow up with Roy. I just remember I'm really into boxing. Like.
I mean, I'm not saying that we didn't grow up with him. I'm just saying, like, you'll remember things from certain parts of your life.
That happened at the end of his career type shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like, you remember something being significant about that person. It may not have been a huge thing, but it was circulating in the news.
Like when he was in his prime knocking niggas out, we was mad young.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. But yeah, so all right, so since you really don't do boxing per se, so Muay Thai, like who would be your favorite
Muay Thai fighter?
Yeah.
So that's a loaded question, right? Because it's so many of these dudes.
Okay.
Right? And I could sit here and drop names. Y'all not about to know who anyone is. And half of the names I can't even pronounce. It's some wild Thai name. Like one of my favorite fighters right now to watch is Super Bond.
Okay.
And I'll just leave it at Super Bond because his whole name is crazy.
Where does Muay Thai originate from though?
Muay Thai originates from Thailand.
Hence the name, right?
Yeah, so old.
I just want to know.
It's like an old art that
that's what you gotta do.
Like they a warrior country for real.
So would you go to Thailand to study it? Like,
absolutely, if I can get some time off, but I would need a significant amount of time.
Yeah, you out there going to Trinidad, Pelton Waste and shit. You could have been in Thailand.
You said a significant amount, maybe like 6 months. I'm assuming.
What?
Yes.
You need at least.
You think you could just learn like?
I can go to Trinidad and Pelton Waste for 2 weeks. Thailand is a little different. You need at least 6 weeks. Like there's programs you can pay for out there to fly abroad. I got a friend out there right now. He's what's it called? It's almost like an internship kind of with like a Tiger Muay Thai. And you pay a certain amount of bread. They house you for a month, feed you, whatever. And then it covers your training, your strength and conditioning, all that. So it's like you waking up and you training and you fighting and shit. So, but that requires time. That's not something. First of all, Thailand is halfway across the earth. The flight take like 2 flights to get there. So that's not something you can do for a couple weeks. You got to be there for like a month and a half type shit.
Yeah, when you go that far, you definitely have to give yourself a couple of days.
You do.
Just for traveling alone. Like it's already going to take
2 days travel. So
yeah,
off the rip.
Like it's 2 days travel. It's no thought about that. But yeah, and you definitely want to stay for at least like if you want to go on vacation, at least a week.
Yeah.
Outside of the 2 days.
Yeah, so you're talking about 7 days. Like you have to have a 7-day trip.
That's how I did it with Trinidad.
What you did?
Used
how many hours is that? Like 6?
It's like 5.5, 6.
Okay.
5.5. But that's how I did it with Trinidad. I made sure the flight was like in the morning. got there like 1 in the afternoon and just got right to it.
It's crazy because my mom is from Trinidad and I never went, but
What?
yeah,
I never knew you were Trinidadian.
I'm American. That's why.
We had this conversation last time we was talking.
My mom is Trinidadian. But I never had a desire to go though. I don't know why.
Your mom
Like
they never brought you back when you were small type shit for no.
When I was small, no, they've been, but like I've just been like, I don't feel like going.
Well, I didn't have a choice in the matter. I don't know.
Okay,
yeah,
I never,
it was one of
I've
the things
always
like
had a choice.
like we're going to Trinidad type shit. We out like as soon as I was born though, they was bringing me back and forth like as a baby. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then I used to go to Carnival and play mass all the time when I was like in elementary school. Once niggas got to high school, that's when all that shit slowed down because sports was more important. But
That makes sense.
Yeah.
yeah, nah, go visit your people. You tripping?
Not
We
go visit
going
my
next
people.
year.
Nah, son, you bugging
going
out.
next year.
The island is beautiful,
Not
bro.
going to
Yo,
visit
I
my
heard it.
people.
The island is
very,
beautiful, man. It's a
very-
different. It's a little different now going as an adult versus when I used to go. And last time I was there, I was like 16 or 17. So a totally different thing now. Now we grown. We got a little bit of paper. You know what I mean? You can do shit how you want to do it. Like I'm telling you,
makes
it's
sense.
different.
So like I know when I see like this on like TV, so I want you to like tell me if this is real. Like they say you can't have sex before a fight.
Yeah, okay.
So that's not true.
They say that, but like
What is it? What is it? What is the theory
I'm
behind
fucking.
that?
I don't know about other. I don't know about other niggas. I'm fucking.
What's the-
I don't
what's
know
the
what
theory
niggas
behind that?
like, it's-
Yo,
to
I
save
guess
to
energy.
save your legs type shit. I don't know what niggas is talking about. Look up what Mike Tyson used to do before fights, bro.
Listen,
What he used to do?
he's wild.
This nigga
You gotta
was
listen
on
to him
coke.
on a
He
couple
was
of
fucking,
podcasts.
like-
He got his own podcast now. He's a wild individual. Okay,
Hot boxing with Mike Tyson. He got one of the best podcasts out here, bro. Bro has a different story.
even when he was on
every podcast, yo, he's lived like 1,000 lives, bro.
he has no.
When you be
Mike
on
is-
drugs, you definitely do.
Mike is
he
a different
loves
kind of
drugs.
Well, he used to love drugs.
nigga. No, he be on drugs right now, but not.
Smokes a
I
not-
lot
thought he
of
does
weed.
He
weed.
smokes mad weed. He does shrooms and shit. Like he don't
Yeah.
do coke and
He don't
drink
do those
alcohol. He
hard
doesn't.
drugs,
He doesn't
but
drink
like-
alcohol. Do like the
We're not
hard
talking
shit.
about those drugs. We're talking about the drugs that are.
the drugs that come from
The
the,
drugs
earth
I
and
do, I
shit.
don't consider them drugs.
Pretty much. But
Wow,
he be
you-
on shrooms, and Mike is always
Well,
on shrooms.
Those
I feel
is
like.
drugs. Just
What,
want to let
shrooms?
you.
I didn't say they weren't. I said I don't consider them drugs. That's it. Whether it's a drug or not, that's
Yeah,
okay
that's
to
my-
the masses.
that's my
But to
father,
me,
shrooms is a drug.
I wouldn't. If somebody was like, "Do you do drugs?" I would say no. The fuck?
You lying right to people's
I
faces.
would say
That's
no.
crazy.
Like when I think of doing drugs, I think of like a really hardcore
Niggas
shit.
scratching and
so
shit,
let's. So I got a real question for you now, since we here, right? Would you? So if your child comes home, like say you have a child, he come home, like you ask them.
What are y'all not understanding when I
Hold
said
on, so- wait, so-
I don't
just hear
consider
me
what
out.
I do.
Let me finish. So your child comes home and they say, "Mommy, oh," you ask them, "Do you do drugs?" And they say no. And then you find weed and shrooms in their room, and they say, and you say, "I thought you don't do drugs."
Well, luckily I don't want any kids, so we don't have to worry about shit.
No,
like that.
no, don't flip it. Don't flip it. You have to
All right,
answer
go
the
ahead.
question.
What was
You
the,
got it.
one more time? So
You gotta answer the
I
question.
find what in their room?
You find
Shrooms.
said drugs that you think
I
aren't
find
drugs.
shrooms and weed.
The
Right.
weeds, the drugs that you said are
That
not
you don't-
drugs.
are
You
not
don't
drugs.
consider drugs.
Right.
And they say, "But you don't consider these drugs." What are you gonna
They
say?
wouldn't. Why would they know that? How would they know that? Think they going back listening to this shit?
If you think that our children will not go back and listen to this,
I'm not having kids, so I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
But if the universe flipped upside down and I had one,
Flipped upside down. It's nuts. Continue.
and I found that in their room, I would address them. I just don't think you should be doing those types of things at a certain, like shrooms, maybe weed, but I don't think you should be doing shrooms at like 16,
I agree.
15.
I don't
and
agree
shit
with
like that
too.
or whatever.
I agree.
Weed, I can't
I agree
really
with what she's
say.
saying.
I can't really say about that. I just want you to stay focused because I do think weed makes you a little lazy. Some people it gives them some type of boost, but for the most part, most people are like
Sometimes
it makes you tired, shit like that.
Sometimes
so like,
you be
if you're
hallucinating
keeping,
off the weed.
if you are if you are keeping up with your studies and you're smoking weed, there's nothing. I can't stop you.
That's a real
But
conversation.
as far as shrooms though, that's not going down.
Yeah,
That's
shrooms is a
not
little
going
bit
down.
way too much. Not a little bit way too much. Is way too
The hell
much.
it-
Nah, I agree with you in terms of like people being too young to do certain shit. Yo, I'm looking at, like, I got little cousins in high school, and I'm looking at them right now, and I'm like, damn, yo, when I was his age, I was doing that, and that. And he not even on that, right?
Yeah, I like that, though.
You know what I'm saying? Which is great, but, like, it's a lot of little niggas his age that's on that stuff, and I'm looking at them from an adult lens now, and I'm like, damn, son, like, I was doing shit way too early.
Like what? What was you doing?
Way too early. Like, nah, just as far as experimenting with drugs, shit, even sex. Niggas shouldn't have been fucking that early.
You think so?
Nah, niggas probably shouldn't have been fucking until they was about, like, a cool 18, bro. Like, both genders, but specifically
I'm not
I
niggas.
lost it at 18, so I don't know.
Like,
but I do think, I'm going to be honest, though, that should be
too.
having motherfuckers distracted. Like,
Yo.
Like, I was focused on so many other things, and sex was not one of them.
So sex was not even on my radar. Like, I was not.
You going through 30-year-old
problems at 15.
Yeah, like oh my God, I can't believe you don't want me.
Looking back on it, son, it's like, nah, niggas thought they was cool, you know what I mean? But looking like through adult lenses now, son, it's like, damn, yo, we was doing shit a little bit too early. You should even smoking weed, but I mean, I feel like I started smoking weed at the right age, though. I was 16.
I don't feel like I had like access like these kids do now.
Kids got access to so many things these days.
Word? I had access to everything.
I didn't really have much access. It was like I could find somebody. I had to really go on a hunt for weed. Like
I wasn't really. But also I didn't.
But I wasn't smoking like that.
Because of where I grew up at.
Yeah, I wasn't even surrounded by people that were like into that kind of stuff, like hard drugs.
It's about
no niggas was smoking, but I had to like they had to like kind of like hunt it down to make sure like you wasn't getting no shit with mad seeds in it, because seeds was a thing back in the day. Now they don't even know what. And
those are the days you can get locked up for weed too. Huh? Like we grew up in a different era where you can really get locked up for weed. You know what I'm saying? So niggas had to move different.
That is true.
Niggas had to move different back.
You just made a very great point.
I feel old.
We growing up, like we could really get locked up for weed. We be smoking that shit all willy-nilly now because the laws is different. But like 10, 15 years ago, that shit was not like that.
I was talking about this at work, like how you could buy weed at the corner store now.
That's where
imagine telling a nigga that imagine telling a nigga that got locked up like 15 years ago over some weed. Like, yo, niggas is selling that shit out the store where I work at now. You make your bacon, egg, and cheese and you sell you a dime.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
They actually do sell. I heard somebody come and get it. I said, my nigga, y'all make dimes? He was like, yeah. I'm like, that's ridiculous.
Nigga give you a butter roll and a joint.
But
like,
that's a very valid
They do got
point.
pre-rolls too in there.
That's a valid point, like how you locked up for weed.
Yeah, you get locked up for weed. Now niggas are selling it out the corner store, bro. Like, it's a different game out here, you know what I mean? But as far as having access, I don't know. We grew up in different places, right? So where I grew up at, like, the Connect was on the fucking soccer team with me. His older brother was getting it in college, and then he on the team. We like 15, 16 years old. This nigga's moving pounds. You know what I'm saying? So weed was always right there in my face for real. Like, niggas used to force me to smoke, attempt to force me to smoke. I was always around them niggas not smoking. And then one day I was like, fuck it, I hit the weed.
I was always one of those people that when people put pressure on me to do certain things, I always felt like I ain't doing that. Now I ain't doing it. How about that? You do it.
Yo, we just said I'm Trini, right? 2 Trini parents. I come home looking highs, beat down. You talking about? Like, scared of my mom. You crazy? Like,
I'm trying to think.
Scared of my mom.
I'm trying to think, like, how was I coming home high and stuff like that?
That shit was not going to work.
I would just come home, say hi, go to my room. Like, nothing.
Listen, my mom didn't find out. My mom did not find, my parents did not find out.
You was real. Even into your 20s, you was like, oh my God, my mom can't know. Like, what the fuck is she gonna do?
Whole time she knew. She was just looking at you like.
The thing is, like, she probably knows because I lived on my own. I haven't lived with my mom in years.
You was still acting like that when you was on your own.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why he said.
That's a respect factor, though.
He said it is a respect factor.
Your mom not in the weed, right?
Respect to what?
First of all,
is your mom in the weed at all?
No, she's not. My mom is older. My mom
your parents should respect you. This is what I do, and that's it.
And I respect that my mom doesn't really care for that, so I don't bring that in her environment. So regardless of not,
it go both ways.
Yours, though.
But guess what?
Coming in your
honestly, I rather would not do that, even though she's coming into my space because I have respect for her. She doesn't. I'm not going to bring that in her space. Just like if you had a person that do coke and you don't do coke, and next thing you know they snorting a line next to you, like, yo, okay, cool, that's great, but
that should have really fucked the mood.
weird.
That shit do be
that
odd, though.
will
And
really
then it
fuck
just
the
be-
vibe.
so
But
it's
let
the
me
same
tell
thing
you,
with my mom. And the thing is that for me, I feel like when I'm high, like I feel like it's disrespectful for me to go towards and having real conversations with her, because now I'm not giving you the normal me. I'm giving you a disconnected me, a me that is now.
That's where you're
Nah,
losing
see, that's
me.
where- yeah, that's
You're
where you fuck- yeah.
fucking losing me right
First of
now.
all,
Like,
I'm not saying
Yeah, I
y'all
don't
have
know
to
what
realize
you talking
something.
about.
When I'm not talking about I'm in a different state of mind, but I'm just. My response time is not like how it would be if I'm talking to my
And
mom
that's
sober.
okay.
But that's the thing. That's
like when somebody talk to you when
But
they
guess
tired.
what?
Is that disrespectful now?
But I'm not tired. I'm not tired. I am definitely high.
You lost me. I ain't gonna
that's
hold you
what
up.
y'all doing,
Completely
y'all.
listen.
But that's
I
you see,
ain't
my
gonna hold you
mom,
up.
my mom is what 71. She does it. She worked in a detox center, so she don't got real respect for that. She don't care for that stuff.
All
So
right, that's a little
the
different.
thing is, she looks at it a completely different way. So if she looks at it like, you know, I have somebody in my family who was addicted to drugs. So when she sees that kind of stuff, the first thing she's thinking, her mind is going to the extreme. She sees it at an extreme all the time. She don't want it in her presence. Even alcoholism turns her off a lot.
I
because she worked in a
get
detox
not
center.
wanting it in your presence, but I feel like I should be me. Like, I don't want to dim myself down for anybody or whatever. And I just don't. If I smoke weed, and I like to smoke weed, and I thoroughly enjoy smoking weed, if you see me high once or twice, hey, it is what it fucking is. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be smoking in front of you. I'm not going to be leaving clips next to you. I'm going to try my best to like spray some shit or whatever the case may be, but I'm not hiding the fact that I smoke weed. That is that.
I mean,
But everybody's different.
Two-
You have
two
a different
valid-
backstory
two
to
valid
that.
points.
But I would not. I wouldn't.
Two valid
comfortable.
points.
Until I felt comfortable with letting her know, then that's because guess what? You know, if I'm still coming to family events and I'm high, like, okay. But when I got to an age where I felt comfortable of her knowing, I did tell her, and I think I told her maybe like 23, 24. My father caught me smoking at a wedding, so that was it. Like, that was it. And, you know, and I was a grown woman at that time too. I was like 24, 25, and I was in. And
so your parents don't
just
know?
your verbiage just told me I'm like caught you smoking. I'm like, what you mean? He's seen you smoking, bro? Like, that shit not computing.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna feel caught too. I would feel caught.
your
Like if my
parents
parents
don't
saw
know,
me
you got
smoking a
caught.
blunt.
If
No,
they don't-
I don't want my parents to physically see me smoking a blunt.
Yeah, that I was
don't
never
want
with
them
that.
to physically, and I'm smoking. I just toss that shit to the top, like, damn, that was a good ass blunt. Like, I don't want that type of vibe. I don't want that vibe. You feel me? But if they know, they know. Like when when my mom found out I smoked, she kept saying like, "You look so tired," and I was done. Like, bitch, I'm high. You blowing my high at this point. You know what I'm saying? I didn't mean to hard, but you gonna cut that out. But look, I just feel like
Edit.
I just feel like I don't want to like play these games with you. Like I had to really let her know. I'm like, yo. She's like, oh, you why you look, we're gonna cut this out right here. I'm not tired, I'm high. Okay. Then she tried to play me. She's like, high on what? Don't do that, girl. Don't do that. It's weed. It's reefer.
Yeah, look how
It's a
stoners
little
be
weed.
defending themselves, bro.
You know
Shit
what I'm
is
saying?
crazy.
Like, that's what
Niggas
I'm
be
saying.
in full defense mode. I go through this with my father, but main shit for me, because I still live there, I just try not to come in just
Smelling like it.
reeking of weed.
Yeah, that's different.
But
I
as
feel
far
that.
as me being high, bro, get
I
over
can't
it.
hide. I'm not gonna First of all, Visine brings your high down instantly.
I'm
like
not putting Visine in. I was never with that. I was
I don't think
never
I'm
with
that type
that,
of
son.
girl.
Niggas used to
What?
put Visine in.
Like a Visine. The thing is that when
Never
I'm high,
with
my
that.
eyes are closed. Okay, there is no avoiding it, and that is the most annoying thing to me. Is any room I go into, you high. Most people,
but you have small eyes.
The
Yo,
only people that I
never
don't
cared,
have,
yo.
the only people, like I said, the only people that I don't really like to be too high in front of is my parents. But anybody else, I used to hate at college. I go to them, you high? Yes. Why you asking
Don't
me
we
that?
all smoke in here?
Like,
Leave me
why you
alone.
asking me
Bro,
if I'm high? Yes, I'm high. You
I
high, girl?
be
Yes.
fresh
What?
off the weed in front of my parents. Like, I don't know what niggas be talking about, son. Like,
Yeah, I don't know
like
if
literally
I do
just
that.
put the blunt out, walked in the house. What happened? Like, I don't fuck.
Yeah, I mean,
none
I've
of
lived
that.
on my own for a long
Niggas is
time,
grown,
so
too. I don't
I didn't
wanna
have
hear
to
that.
hide and smoke. But it was just a preference. If my mom came to my crib, okay, she went to sleep. I go outside, smoke my blunt, come inside. Cool. One time she found all these little baggies in the house. I asked somebody to clean up the house and they did not. All of these little green baggies sitting across all my in my
mom
crib.
thinking
My
they
mom
doing
came to
dog
visit
food.
me and basically she was like, yo, I said, I seen it on the table. And I know she left it there for a reason.
Yeah,
I seen it
people
on
do
the
shit
table.
like that.
She left it on the table, little green baggie. And I said, what is that? She was like, I kept finding them all over the house. I said, I have no clue what those are.
Yeah, she was probably like, who the come on, who you think I am?
I
Like,
knew who she was, but she was like, I found them all over the house. I said, oh, wow, I didn't even know what it was. I just kept seeing them, and I was just like, I don't know what these are. And I just...
She was copping them 2 for 15s like a motherfucker.
yo, I'm dead.
Sure was. Sure
dead.
was. That's when the deal was going.
Nah,
Then we upgraded to eights.
Niggas had the 3 for 25s, all that shit freshman year.
Damn, yeah.
No, but this was way after that. This was in my adulthood. My mom did not come to my house and find any weed particles until I was living on my own. Like,
Oh, that's crazy.
yes, until we was living on our own.
Yeah, I told mama she'd had to get over that.
So, yeah, you definitely do.
Yeah.
How do you feel like practicing Muay Thai and then being in a relationship? You think it's hard to juggle a relationship, work, and Muay Thai?
Well, thank God she's busy too. Right? She be having shit to do. If she ain't had nothing to do with herself, the way I move with Muay Thai and work and just other various things, it wouldn't work. But she has things to occupy herself with.
Okay.
Her life isn't revolved around mine. So like,
okay.
You know what I mean? It works out.
She got a life.
Yeah, it works out. She got a life too. So it works
her
out.
own thing.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But she's very supportive of what I do. You know what I mean? She helps.
That's a good thing.
She helps out. She shows up to the fights. You know what I mean?
That's great. That's great.
What if she didn't show up to fights? Would you feel some type of way?
Not really.
So
like if you don't like it, you don't like it. You know what I mean? Like,
wow. I feel like if I like some shit, nigga, you better show up.
Just show me
Look alive, nigga.
So, okay, say it.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I would feel like it's some hater shit.
You think so?
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely some hater shit. Like, yo, let's say you got a big performance coming up or whatever, and I'm your man. How you gonna feel if you worked hard for something? Feel like,
and you watch this person work hard.
Yeah,
for it,
you know what I mean. You don't show up.
You don't show up,
right? That's hater shit. But like, if you don't want to go because you're not into violence and you genuinely can't watch out, I respect that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's cool.
Kicking niggas in their mouth and they bleeding on a mat, that may not be appealing.
That shit ain't for everybody. Like my mom, like she comes to fights, but she was like, she don't know if she can come to the next one because her pressure high. And I'm like, all right, I mean, like, shit ain't for everybody.
How do you feel about like, do you feel like your friends show up for you in that aspect?
A decent amount. A lot of niggas talk, you know what I mean? Yo, pop on this and that, and then like, like
that is
like 5% of niggas pop out. But the niggas who I would be pissed off if they weren't there always show up. It's only a select few of people like I'm gonna be looking around to make sure y'all niggas is in the crowd. Okay. But other than that, everybody else that hits you on Instagram like, yo, save me a ticket. Fucking me, save you a ticket, nigga. If you want it,
you want it.
Like, you know what I mean? You want a ticket, you pull up. You know what I mean? Like, don't miss me with all that. Like, yo, let me know when the next fight is, nigga. I posted it in my story and on my feed. You've seen it in both places. Like, the address is there and all that. Stop asking me where it is.
It's crazy because I had planned to come to one of your fights, and I think I had to go away that same day. And I'm like, damn.
Don't be one of them niggas.
No, I think it was July.
Don't do that. It was in July. I remember. I remember exactly what she
said. I was joking.
I remember exactly what she's talking about. Nah, I can't let her play you like that.
Yeah, I was like July. I remember the exact day. I remember the day.
I almost fucked up. But nah, that fight was whack, man. I shouldn't even been fighting that dude, honestly. But it was a good first victory.
Hold, you gotta take a pause. What made it whack though?
The promotion.
Okay.
Like fucking just how like they were a little disorganized, you know what I mean? So I ain't really like that. But that was about it. And then like the time I was fighting that, niggas couldn't really get there. Like if it was like a couple hours later, then people could have showed up. Because that one I actually sold mad tickets for, and niggas just couldn't get there in time type shit. You know what I mean? Like, Traffic going to Queens is crazy though. Every time, son.
Like, especially coming from New Jersey.
Yeah, coming off the BQ, that shit is never fun.
But
yeah, that first fight, it went how it went. I won, so that's all that matters. But a lot of people showed up for that. My family members, all that. But as far as like friend support, like I said, like I don't really need like all my Instagram followers there. You feel me? It is what it is. If you want to show up, you show up. If not, it is what it is. One day you might end up watching me on TV and it's gonna cost you a lot more money. So
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not into forcing people to support.
Yeah.
Like
Absolutely.
that to me just feels, it doesn't
It's
even feel
disingenuous.
right. Yeah.
It's very disingenuous.
And I'm over here. I'm focused anyway. I'm doing my thing. The people that reach out. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And
But that's really good.
same
that,
thing.
you
Y'all
know,
got a podcast, right? You don't necessarily want to run around asking niggas like, yo, post my shit.
Word.
Yeah, you don't.
Niggas,
I mean, we
but
don't.
I mean, niggas. But niggas post your shit and then you see who fuck with you and you see who don't. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it shows.
It's true.
It
But you know,
shows,
it's
like-
always good to have a partner that's been supportive of, like, you know, what
Absolutely.
you do and everything like that. It's really great.
yeah, she doesn't make me feel like it's like a wedge in our relationship or some shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And at the times I'm training, she at work. And then I'm doing something. Like, you know what I mean? Other than that, like, I'll be tired. That's be the only thing, you know what I'm saying? I'll be tired at night, you know what I'm saying? So she ain't getting as many rounds as she would like. But other than that,
Because you're going rounds in the ring. Let me stop.
I'll be tired, son. I'll be talking shit too, like, yo, word, I'm gonna beat it up tonight and then
I can't let that go round to the ring.
what? Yo, she's a clown. I'll be talking shit like, yeah, I'm bust your ass tonight, and then I get home and I'll be asleep. She's looking at me like,
Right.
Like, yeah.
I ain't bust shit.
I ain't gonna lie,
Went
that would
right
get
to
me a
sleep.
little tight.
Yes,
Oh.
it definitely would get me tight.
I would get a little tight off.
No,
that.
she's voiced that. I had to step up my shit. I had to figure out some energy balance real quick.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
God,
saying,
you better get that honey
niggas
package.
niggas caught a honey.
Not the
Listen,
honey package.
yo, listen. So Smoke Shop started selling a honey package now. So I was in there getting them shits for the low. I ain't gonna
Oh,
hold
for
you
real?
up.
You tried it before?
Yeah, like
How is that?
I ain't gonna lie. Niggas should probably stop taking those for your dick really stop working. I'm gonna leave it at that. Like
For
that,
real? You've
yeah.
had difficulties after taking it?
Nah, but like as a nigga who doesn't have erectile dysfunction problems anyway, like there's no need to really take that.
Okay.
Like we
but
young,
like,
we
how does
young.
it make you feel? Like, is
So
it like?
I've done uppers before, so like I know like the heart racing feel. I think there might be Cialis and them shits. I'm not sure. Like,
Really?
yeah.
You
like,
ever took Viagra? Because I mean, you know,
I've popped a Viagra before. I've done
Okay.
Viagra and Cialis just on some trying it type shit. to
Okay,
see,
how was that?
Like would it make niggas Superman? I mean, it did, but it was supposed to do. Like, it did exactly.
Nah, it did what it was supposed to do.
It did what it was supposed
Yeah,
to
because
do.
I
Niggas-
mean,
but-
like as far as like I've tried like E, and I feel like that was a freaky moment. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You know,
that
it's
was
crazy.
some freaky
It's crazy.
shit.
I had somebody-
like,
I had-
so would that be considered an
moment.
upper?
God, yeah, E is most certainly an upper. E,
Yeah, that shit
coke,
is-
meth, Molly,
I ain't
all
getting
that
into
type
none
of
of
shit.
It's crazy
The rest of
because
that.
I've had somebody try the honey and it was just like,
It didn't really.
Another day in the office,
yeah,
It didn't keep them like going.
no, it was mid.
bro.
Did they take the whole thing?
I ain't even gonna
The
speak.
whole pack?
Yes.
You know what?
Maybe it was a generic pack.
Nah.
Maybe it was fake.
Maybe it was bro. Like.
Oh, it could have
Maybe
been.
it was him.
Yeah, it could have been. It could have been. It could have been in person. You know.
But like, yeah, because that shit, I vividly remember like the difference, like between like
The experience.
being off of it and being on it. Like,
Okay.
I just didn't like the whole heart racing and shit. I'm like,
Yeah, having your heart
son.
race
I'm like,
is
bro,
just always
is
not a
there
good thing.
Cialis in this shit? Viagra, and there's no way this is natural, son. And then like,
I used to want to try the pink rider one. You know, the pink pussy.
she
What was
trying
it
the
called?
gas station pills.
Yo,
You talking about gas station pills?
She
Honey's
trying
at the gas
Yes.
station.
Oh, yo, honey is at the gas station. I've seen
It
it. in there.
is. I used because when people were talking about it was a moment on Twitter where people were like really into trying these like over the counter drug like the Rough Riders and the
Nah.
pink pussy whatever.
That's why niggas' dicks don't work now. They was doing all that shit when they was young. 18,
you shouldn't do it if you don't need it.
18 to 22, taking fucking
Yeah,
stimulus.
you
for your
taking
dick.
shit like that and you
what?
don't even know if you're getting pussy tonight. The link really might not link you in this clip.
Yo,
now
that-
your dick is rock hard and you're doing
that
nothing. Like,
It's awful when you take.
I wonder
one of them
how it is
shits-
for a woman to take honey. You think it's the same effect?
I don't think so.
No, it's not the same. It's not the same effect.
I think it's for men. I think the honey is for men. But
that's why you gotta get the pink pussy.
we got different
Pink
parts.
pussy.
People, we get aroused differently. Niggas need
Yeah,
blood to
I
flow
mean-
and get there and shit. So
Okay.
yeah, nah. I don't know. Like if you don't need it, don't take it, fellas. Just
Okay.
You use what God gave you. Work out. Get your heart pumping and shit.
So you,
Exercise to keep you healthy for sex. I promise.
what you was about to say?
No, you go first.
You ever got knocked out?
Nah.
Okay.
In a fight, like since I've been fighting, nah.
No, just in life general.
in life in general, like nah. I've never been like knocked like you got
been dazed, maybe.
niggas standing over me like you got knocked the fuck out. Like, nah, that's
Nah,
You got knocked down.
nah. I've been knocked down. Yeah, I've been hit hard in
that makes
training.
sense.
Yeah, the dudes
Yeah.
I train with, like nobody I train with is whack. Like everybody in my gym is
But
better.
fighting wise, you never got knocked out.
Nah, niggas ain't ever knocked me out and then niggas hit me with the smelling sauce. Like, yo, this happened. Like, that's never happened to me.
Wow.
I've been dazed before, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I've been out on my feet a little bit, but like as far as like niggas waking me up and telling me what happened, that's not, no.
So what's the worst fight that you've ever been in?
Shit, niggas got jumped by the football team in college, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
heard this.
We went
I've heard
to
a good
we went to a
story.
D1 school, and keep in mind, y'all, I don't know if y'all like have a vivid memory of me that freshman year, bro. I was 145 pounds
He was very skinny.
with braces.
Yeah, but look,
You know what I
when
mean?
you say 145 pounds at your height, that's like a little different.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know,
I was
height-
was walking around looking like a stick. Like,
Slim.
I was,
No, you was slim though.
I was small back then, right?
Everybody
And then-
was slim at
And
that time.
then,
That is true.
and then y'all know the crew. I'm the tallest one in the crew. The rest of these niggas is 5'6" through 5'8" type
Well,
shit.
not really, because we got like who? Coop is tall.
Coop wasn't there.
Okay.
Coop,
Was he not?
Coop was
Coop
more.
wasn't there.
Do you remember how we met Coop?
Like
I don't know. That
We
nigga-
met-
Coop was
we
probably
met-
somewhere with Marlo doing some other shit.
Yeah, we
like,
met
Oh, that
Coop
is
with
true.
Marlo
Y'all
and
was
them.
together.
niggas was probably somewhere in the room smoking and Rollins, bro. But Pete, so
I think Coop is a year older
who
than
did
us.
who was it? It was me, Chris, Mustafa, Kyrie, Travis. Like it was like 5 of us. This nigga Jamike, dirty Bronx nigga, ended up beating
That
his ass.
name is crazy.
Ended up beating him
Jamike.
up. Yeah,
I never heard no shit
bro,
like that.
son name was Jamike.
Yo,
Yo, bro,
Jamike.
dirty Bronx nigga, bro. Like
Oh wow.
Bronx niggas and Baltimore niggas got along just fine. It was something in that water. It's similar. I don't know.
Some similarity.
Oh my
Word
God.
up.
He's
But-
eating them up.
Nah, but what you call it? This nigga Jamike the night before, bro. Like I had an issue with a nigga. Nigga tried to play me over some weed, and this is freshman year of college. This is that's serious shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like when you say try to play you over some weed, like you.
Like he sold me some weed, and then
It was-
niggas
it was
open
shy.
it, and it's like 2 pieces of weed, and then basically grabber. You know what I'm saying? So he in the library. You know how
Bro,
to,
what's that?
you know how the
What is
lib,
that?
you know how the library, like it's glass, it's see through. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I'm calling this nigga, and I see the nigga, and he stopped, and he was like, he seen a ghost. Nigga was like, yeah, nigga, you thought I wasn't coming back for you behind that? Are you crazy?
Yeah, he's always gonna let you rock. Cause when you in college, every dollar counts, my
bro,
nigga.
like,
Come on, all
that
of
$10 is serious.
Listen,
I could have got some Stokos with that
We
player.
was literally like pinching our coins and dollars just to get a dime bag. What's wrong with y'all? Like,
Yo, rest in peace, my man Jared. This nigga was knocking out the Chinese delivery drivers, bro. He was ordering
Oh,
food. He'll knock the driver
yeah.
out, take the food, and rob him. Word to my mother. That's what niggas was doing in college, bro.
brolic Jared.
Yes. Rest in peace to my man. Like, that's what niggas was on in college, bro. Like,
We'll show you a
so-
picture when
Drawing a blank, baby.
when
yeah,
you see
he
him,
died
you know
when we was
exactly.
young, bro.
Yeah,
He died
when we
like
were young.
2015,
But it's
16,
like
something
naturally,
like
wasn't
that.
it like naturally?
That shit was crazy. Nigga heart just stopped
naturally.
working or something
yeah,
like that.
naturally. Just
How
like
he
that.
look?
I'm gonna show
He
you
was
a picture.
ox,
He was
son.
brolic
One of
and
the-
he was like brown skin. He had like a daughter, right? Or a son, something like that.
He had just had a son, bro.
Just had a son, yeah.
Whoa, I feel like
You're drawing a blank, but when you see him, you're
Soon
gonna be
as you
like,
see
oh
him.
my God, I know exactly who you're talking about.
But anyways, so I see, bro, and you know how niggas gas each other in college, like, yo, you ain't gonna do nothing to the nigga, blah, blah, blah. And I ain't gonna lie, I was feeling myself. I'm standing there with like 6 niggas. It's just him. He not that big neither. He probably about 5'8", 5'9", but he violated though. And niggas is young. We like, what, 17, 18?
Yeah.
So whatever. So, but Jamike made the situation a little bit worse than it had to be. I'm not the type nigga, like I already felt like we was bullying son over $10. Cause once I put it in perspective in that moment. Cause I'm like, all right, bro, at this point, it's whatever. You fronting, like
you was thinking logically.
Yeah,
is what you're
yeah.
trying to say.
But I let niggas gas me.
okay,
I let
at least
niggas-
you can admit
Okay.
that.
I
We
let
have
I let
moments
I
like
let
that.
I let
We have
niggas I let
moments
niggas
like
gas
that.
I let niggas gas me. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you who the ultimate gasser was in a second. You know
Okay.
I laugh, but I let niggas gas me. So it's me, Chris. I don't believe Kyrie was with us. So it's me, Chris, Travis. Kyrie was in his room playing video games. That's right. So fucking Jamike takes this nigga's phone, bro.
What?
Like the perpetrator, what's his name? Eves. Yeah, that was the nigga name. Jamike take the nigga phone. Yes. You remember that nigga?
That light-skinned nigga?
Nah. She know what I'm talking about. She know what I'm talking about.
I feel like this name
Nigga
sounds
was
so
fronting like he was from Harlem and he was from Long Island.
I feel like I know.
Nigga was dead telling people, y'all from Harlem, son from Garden City.
Yo.
Nigga from fucking Long Island.
Fast forward the story.
Yeah, anyways, Jamike takes the nigga phone, makes the shit bigger than it needs to be. Fucking, then Corey and Rel pop up. Corey like, yo, you not gonna hit this nigga?
Oh my God. Just gassing it.
Son, you not gonna hit this nigga? Next thing you know, it's a cell phone light in my face. This is like when World Star, yo, remember World Star moments? Like this is when World Star was really like, you know what I mean? So niggas,
I see a camera in
I see a camera light in my face. I get stupid. I swing on the nigga. We fighting, whatever. I remember kneeing the nigga and all that, right? The nigga gets me to the ground and then
pulling out your Muay Thai moves.
That's when
Taekwondo at that point.
That's when all hell broke loose, bro. We hit the deck, and once niggas seen me hit the deck, everybody jumped on this nigga, bro. Chris, Shakir. I went to high school with Shakir. He's actually trying to get on the football team at the time. That makes the story even funnier. So essentially we jumped this nigga.
Oh.
Right? Basically, that's what happened. We jumped this nigga. I was winning the fight. I didn't really need them niggas to do that. But once the nigga got me on the ground, niggas felt like I was losing automatically. They beat the dog shit out of this nigga. Niggas was hitting me in the process of hitting him, son. I feel like niggas just wanted to jump this nigga.
So wait, how did you get to the football team beating you up?
His roommate was on the football team.
Oh, so he called his roommate for you.
So he calls his roommate downstairs, right? And a nigga come downstairs talking like he got a gun on him. Like, not
niggas
like he
loved doing that at
No. Here's what
niggas really had guns.
Here's what I mean by that though. Here's what I mean talking like he had a gun on him. Nigga said he'll slap the shit out of me. I was like, pussy, you gonna do what? Like a nigga say he gonna slap you. I'm assuming you got the fire on you because you not. Who are you slapping? Talking about, bro. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So he like, nah, fuck that. Eves, pop on this nigga. Like he holding the rest of my niggas down. Like, nah, we got these niggas. Eves, pop on this nigga. You get a fair one. I'm whipping his ass right there. Right? So then
this was a part two.
So this is part two. This is the next day behind Blount. We so bold. We went to go smoke behind Blount. Like we ain't just jumping
because
the
the football team lived in those apartments.
The football team lived in Rollins.
So this is just I just see the situation progressively getting worse.
Yeah, so you see it. So we behind there smoking like we ain't just jumping nigga the day before, right? So niggas catch us. Whoop-de-whoop happened. He said all that dumb shit. So he tried to play with Chris. Chris can fight. Chris is probably one.
Well, he's little though, so maybe that's why.
He fucked up though. Chris is one of the more elite niggas with his hands that I know. Like, straight up. Okay, he grabbed Chris. Chris gave this nigga to work.
Okay, beat him up,
Beat him up, then we really started getting jumped. Niggas beat the dog shit out of us.
Really?
One nigga is choking Chris. The nigga who he knocked out woke up, started kicking Chris in his face while he's getting choked. I'm fighting the QB. I get punched into some glass. I remember the glass breaking. I was bleeding out my head and shit. I'm trying to figure out, Kyrie actually duffed somebody. Nigga hit a nigga with a clean uppercut. Boom. He ain't really get his hands too dirty, though. And then that nigga a little too pretty. Boom, he backed up. I remember him vividly hitting the nigga with a clean uppercut, though. Mustafa bitch ass ran. Jamike's bitch ass, Jamike's punk ass, who caused the situation by even taking the nigga's phone and making it all extra, was nowhere to be found. Travis was in the bushes getting his ass whipped, but he held it down, though. He fought. So those was my niggas for life ever since. We got jumped together. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So those are my niggas.
That's crazy.
But y'all know how Morgan is. You've gotten it rocking on Morgan campus before. You know what's up.
But I've never got jumped though. You know what's so crazy? Never in my life have I got jumped, and I just want to say that I am happy. Hold up.
I was there. Don't lie. I was there. Don't lie.
I want to say this.
Lie on camera right now.
I've never jumped anybody.
It was a team fight. It was a team fight.
Listen, I know.
It was a
I've
team
had
fight.
group fights.
It was a group fight.
Somebody over here fighting this one, and this one over here fighting this one over here fighting this one. But literally jump somebody? No, never. Not me. Somebody jumped me.
Yeah.
Thankful that it's never happened to me, and that's just sad.
Well, you know what? We're going to end this right here with the jump in.
Okay.
Because you know what?
We out
of time.
We're out of time. And I just want to say I have never been in a situation like that except for, when I was in my full years. But The jumping for the jumping is a lot, man.
Yeah.
But anyway, do you have anything you want to
Plug in.
like your
Well, my next fight should be March 25th.
Okay.
Barring nothing goes wrong. It'll be in Queens Theater, I believe. So you can pop out. I'll post on my Instagram when I get tickets. The Instagram name is Jared_KYIE92. Yeah, y'all follow me on Instagram. You can post it.
Oh,
I will definitely be reposting y'all podcast. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
Of course.
Yeah, you want to
This is
plug your gym? I saw you did a little slight plug.
Oh,
earlier.
yeah. I mean, shout out to Driven Gym, man. Y'all know what's up over there, man. Driven Gym. We in Fords, New Jersey now. We just moved. It was a 1-55 Lafayette Road. If you watching this and you in Jersey and you want to train, you want to learn real Muay Thai, pull up the Driven Gym. We right there off of Route 1.
Oh, you see, that was a perfect ad. Wow, you came prepared.
Right off of Route 1.
Anyway, I don't really have much to say this week, but y'all have a good week. We'll be back. When we come back, it'll be our 2-year celebration.
Congrats to that. Congrats to that.
So like we said, make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, get us to 100. By that time, we would love to have 100 followers on YouTube. But like I said, I heard you sis podcast on all socials. If you need to send us an email, I heard you sis podcast @gmail.com. Heard you sis on every other thing. See y'all later.
Later.